Afternoon. Just up in near the summit of Cairngorm on the Cairngorm Funicular Railway, which is the highest railway in the UK. So there's a railway station up near the summit. That's the ptarmigan. And the funicular is a cable system. It's a couple of carriages jointed by a continuous cable loop. It was built in 1999 and it closed in 2018. The operating company went bust. But it's back under maintenance and it's under a new company and it will be opening again. And it's amazing. All the way from Aviemore down by Glenmore, Lochmorlick. It's an amazing little system. It really is. And it's getting about £20 million spent on it. Obviously that's a crazy number, but logistically out here, working out here is quite a nightmare. I don't know what £20 million gets you, but it's be nice to see it open again. Cairngorm's up here, you've got Ben McDoo over that way, and Brearach and stuff over the hill there. It's really bleak today, and bearing in mind guys, this is July, right, and I would say the temperature just now is down in single figures. I would say the temperature's down in single figures. It's an empty mountain today, there's no one around. I've literally got the place to myself. It's very, very cold. Very cold. Hands are going blue. But it's refreshing. So yeah, that's the funicular. And funicular's a funny word, that's what it means. It means you know, cable car type thing, like a cavalcade. There's not many of these in the UK. I don't think there's many of them anywhere, but they're really interesting. And that slope there, that pitch is like 30 degrees or something. It's pretty steep. I've obviously walked it several times, and you can kind of see the descent, you know. You wouldn't like that cable to snap and you lost control. Like a roller coaster. Goes all the way up to the top station. It's an amazing little system. And if you're ever in Cairngorm, you can literally drive right up to what I call base camp, which is the ski centre. And from there you can walk up here. Cairngorm is a huge Munro, you know, it's up there in the 1,000 metre class. It's a monster. It's very, very exposed up there. It's all rock, it's all scree, boulder fields. And as I say guys, today in July, you know, you expect t-shirts and shorts and glass bottles, iron brown, bags of crisps. That's not going to get you up that mountain back down again. It's very, very cold. There's a wind chill probably up there just now. I would reckon it'd be down about 3 or 4 degrees. It could even be less. There's still snow, there's still patches of snow on the mountain, on the back of Brearach and on the face of Ben McDoo there's still snow. I mean, I've been up there recently, so bear that in mind if you want to come out. How you doing, Stig? All good, mate. Bear that in mind guys if you want to hit the mountains in Scotland, or Snowdon, or the lakes, Scafell, any of them. Don't underestimate anywhere, even in the summer. It's every bit as equally as dangerous as the winter, because people tend to do the opposite, and in the winter they'll say, right, oh, it could be freezing, we'll take jackets and jumpers. And in the summer you've got to counter that with water, electrolytes, food, you know, carbohydrate, and the right clothing. You still need a layering system in the summer. So I was going to do a little interesting video on this funicular railway system. I know quite a bit about it. I've been really reading about it. It's super interesting. I'm not a train spotter by any stretch, but railway lines are pretty impressive things. And anything that can take a carriage by a simple mechanism of a cable pulley system, the weight of the two carriages and all those people up that mountain is incredible. And it's not like 100 years old that you might think. It's literally only 20 years old. It should have a it should have a protection order on it. I often think these things need more protection and more control. They sometimes fall into the hands of leisure resorts and they become toys and they exploit the life out of them financially without reinvesting in their maintenance and their long-term protection. And before you know it, this happens. It's been closed for 4 years because someone cooked the books. It's a shame. As always, the only people that suffer are the employees and the public. And the leisure resorts just disappear to the next project, owe £2 million. And they do that regularly. It's quite a corrupt industry, the old hospitality game. So this is the funicular. Obviously the cable cars are but yeah, I'm going to do a little video on it and hopefully give you some proper information. I'll put some stuff together later, and because I'm up here just now, but the weather's really coming in. Just flip the camera so you can see that. See that big weather front coming in there? The sky's going black right above me. That's going to crash right over here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Already losing the visibility to the summits. So I just read there someone saying respect to anyone climbing their mountains today. Exactly. It's not the physicality. It's a metaphor. Even getting out your bed to some people is a mountain. And the fact that you've done it, if you've achieved it, good on you. Guys, I had to treat myself to a new pair of trainers because my last pair of trainers were about 5 years old and they were falling apart. So I had to get a pair of trainers. And I bought these. They're called Hawker. And it has to be said, they're the most comfortable thing I've ever put my foot in my life. Bloody amazing. I think they'd make a pair of Nike Air Max look like a set of ballet shoes, to be honest with you. They're unbelievable. They're that good I don't even want to take them off. See, there's the rain coming. I was right, look at it now, it's just about to crash down on top of me. The summits will disappear and I won't see a single thing. It's very cold. I've got a fair walk back to camp. However, I'm used to it. It doesn't really faze me. But it's a perfect example. The sun was shining today, it was beautiful earlier, and all of a sudden it turned black. These mountain regions in Scotland, Wester Ross, Torridon, Assynt, Sutherland, Lairg, Cairngorms, right, the Monleith Mountains, all of these places, Braemar and Ballater, Glen Shee, they've all got their own unique weather systems. So looking at a forecast down in Perth or Blairgowrie or Glasgow or Edinburgh and, you know, saying, oh, we'll be there in 2 hours, it doesn't really work like that. It does not work like that. And I've just came up a wander to see the funicular and have a look. But what I'll do is I'll put a little 10-minute video together and give you some info on it. It is an interesting little thing. And I don't know, some of you have probably been on it. It is going to open again, maybe next year. They're spending 20 million apparently. So that probably means about 5 million will get spent in the actual thing and 10 million will go in dividends and shares, sadly. But such is life. Such is life. That's just big business, isn't it? So hope everyone's feeling good, hope everyone's feeling positive. I'm trying. Take the good with the bad. It's been a tough couple of weeks. We all have personal things going on in life. I have some stuff going on. So I just try and find my focus and hold that place. Get the good energy and hold on to it. You can see the weather changing there, guys. rapidly changing. I'm quite good at predicting the weather. When I say it's going to be 5 or 10 minutes, I'm usually spot on. I'm so used to it, I'm like a human barometer. You spend your life out in these places, you get very, very accustomed to atmospheric changes. You can literally predict it down to the minute some days. Cloud is never ever as high up as you think it is. There's a lot of rubbish talked about cloud and elevations and heights and all the rest of it, and that cloud's never far away, it's never ever as high as you think. And sometimes when you think it's going to come down and it's fairly conspicuous by its presence, the best thing to do is just to about turn and get on your toes and head back to your camp. Because I say it many times, the mountain is going nowhere, and you will never mould the mountain to the man or the woman. You have to mould the man or woman to the mountain. We are at the mountain's mercy. The mountain won't do you any favours. The weather gods won't do you any favours. You can say, oh, fingers crossed it doesn't rain. Well, that's just nonsense. I'm very matter of fact. That's not going to help you. What is going to help you is Gore-Tex, a warm base layer, food, and a hot flask, and some basic navigation skills, and a well-charged phone with a spare battery. That's what's going to help you. So there you go. A little walk, a little shower, and then I'm going to have a dip in a very, very cold river down the bottom here. But you don't get to see that bit. Sorry. Don't want to share that with anybody. Weather's coming. It's black now, look. And if you look over my shoulder, I'll flip it and try and zoom for you. So the summit is now literally gone. Cairngorm's up the top there. Ben McDo's over to the right, Brearach's over to the right. There's a big loop walk round there, there's a few other ones. And look at it up there, right? You see the funicular, you see the line, see it here? That's the funicular, Tarmigan station, and the top station's up there. It goes through a little tunnel. It's amazing, it's an amazing system. That's the snow machines here, these yellow things. They make the snow and blast the ice on for the snow runs. You've got your unimogs and stuff parked over here for your dragging your materials around. It's quite amazing, to be honest with you. Quite amazing. And it's also amazing that no matter how many warnings you put out, people still come up here in shorts and t-shirt because they believe it's July. My fingertips are pretty much freezing just now. I do have bad circulation in my hands. Yeah. Let me see the comments. Just a quick one. Just reading Bandit's comments. Best wishes to you, Bandit. Hope all things go well, mate. Danny, how you doing? J-Mac, Tangerine Dreamer, Maverick, Big Dog. Yeah, you're right. It's crazy. It's crazy the money that's getting spent up here, and I don't know what for. I really don't. Look at that for a. That's what you call a boulder field. That's a really, really steep, notorious boulder field. You don't want to be walking across these boulder fields, and you need to hop through the heather, but you still find yourself in them. They can shift at any time. A lot of those boulders are 3 and 4 and 5 tons. They will crush you like a sardine. So avoid at all costs. You don't want to wander into a boulder field, guys, unless you're a very experienced climber, and even then you can get caught out. because, as I say, they can shift and slide at any time. I've heard them moving and I've seen them moving. They actually just go at any time. Effectively a landslide. And they'll just roll over the top of you. Here's one of the snow machines here. These things have got some power. So they run water into them and it condenses and cools it and it spits out snow and ice. Snow expert, look at it, TR8, some bit of kit. There's dozens of them up and down this slope. Huge investment. It's like a jet engine from a Boeing, they just blast the snow for miles. And that's what keeps people skiing and that's what keeps the company operating. Yeah, it's a giant Mr. Frosty because the snow in the winters are totally gone now. They just get the seasons that they were getting in the mid-80s and the 90s, the 70s and the 60s, when they used to get 10 feet snowfalls up here that would last for 3 and 4 months. So all that's gone. They've had to diversify into downhill mountain biking and all sorts of slalom events and, you know, just everything else that's outside of skiing and winter pursuits. Mountain biking's massive up here. So I'll put some info together for the funicular. You can see the line running up the mountain. The mountain's disappearing in the mist. It'll be gone soon. The rain's on, I'm getting soaked. All is well. Okie doke guys, that'll do for me. Hope everyone's good, stay healthy. And stay steady striving. And best wishes to you, Bandit, all the best mate. Take care.